Hello everyone, hope you all enjoyed the column subtraction work. Got a bit more column subtraction to go through with a little bit of method as well. I'm going to go through a couple of solutions first. The questions at the top, 2 by 2 column subtraction. These are questions 9 and 10 from challenge B that I asked you to do. So we've got on the left hand side here, we've got 82 take away 19. Look at our ones column first. We've got 2 take away 9. We cannot do 2 take away 9. So we need to borrow. So we're going to borrow from our tens column. So we're going to borrow from here. So the 8 is going to become the 7. And because we've borrowed it, we then put the 1 in front. So we've now got 12 take away 9. 12 take away 9 is 3. And then we look at our tens column. We've got 7 take away 1. 7 take away 1 is 6. So our answer to 82 take away 19 is 63. Move across to the next question. Look at our ones column. We've got 0 take away 3. 0 take away 3 we can't do, so again we need to borrow. So we've got an 8, again it becomes a 7, and we move the 1 across because we've borrowed a 10. So it now becomes 10 take away 3. 10 take away 3 is 7. And in the tens column, the 8 has become the 7, so 7 take away 3 equals 4. So our answer to 80 take away 33 is 47. Now this is, the next two are some new challenges that I've got. This is challenge C on the next piece of work. A couple of examples. This 0 changes a few things. The 0 right here. So I'm going to go through a couple of examples just to show you how that works. So we start off with our ones column on this sum. So we've got 105 take away 33, 5 take away 3. We can already do that, so we do not need to borrow anything. So 5 take away 3 is 2. Look at our next column, our tens column. We've got 0 take away 3. We cannot do that, so we need to borrow from the next column across, which is our hundreds column. So we get rid of the 1. And that becomes 0 because we don't have any other numbers. So we take that over and it becomes a 10. So we've now got 10 take away 3. 10 take away 3 is 7. And we've got a 0 here, so 0 take away 0, it's nothing. We don't need to write that in. So our answer to the question of 105 take away 33 is 72. And then if we move across to the next one, we've got 204 take away 87. 4 take away 7 we cannot do, so we need to borrow from the next section across. Now the problem here is we've got 0. We can't take anything off 0, so we need to go across to the next section. So we need to go from here. So what we've got here is we've got a 2, which will now become a 1. We move the 10 across, and now we can borrow from the 10. So if I've got a 10 here, I borrow from the 10, which becomes a 9, and then we move the 1 across. If you want to watch that a few times, you can do. I just break it down little bit by little bit. So now we've got some new sums going on. We've now got in our ones column 14 take away 7. 14 take away 7 is 7. And then we've changed this a few times. It was 0, then it became 10, and now it's 9. So 9 take away 8 is 1. And then in our final column, we've got 1 take away 0. 1 take away 0 is 1. So our answer to 204 take away 87 is 117. And that's one of the more difficult ones. That is on challenge C. All right, if you get to those ones. The reason why we use this method is when you get into the later years of primary school, you're going to have bigger sums. All right. Now, when we're doing this method, the highest number we're ever going to subtract from is 18. And that's why we use it. It makes it a lot easier. If you try to use a number line method for this one, it would take you quite a while to count up the tens, and it's possible to make a couple of mistakes. So what I'm going to do is get my trusty cards out again. But this time I'm going to use the whole deck. The whole deck of cards is going to be here, and we're going to make some big numbers just to show you how it's going to work. Now, the picture cards are all going to be zeros, so there could be a few zeros in here. So I'm going to just pull out some cards and see what we get. So I've just pulled out 3 cards, and I've got 1. The king is a picture card, so that's a 0, and we've got a 9. So my first number is 109. 109. My next number, give the cards a shuffle again, just going to pick some out. Ooh. So we've got this one here. So I've got 4, and Jack is a picture card, so 403. 403. 403. Now if we look which is the bigger number, the bigger number is the 400s. So that one goes at the top. So we've got 403, take away 109. So let's work that out. So we've got 3 take away 9 in our 1 section. We cannot do 3 take away 9 in column subtraction, so we need to borrow. If we look across, we cannot borrow from the 0, so we need to borrow from the next column across. So the 4 becomes a 3, and then we've ended up with a 10 there. And then we need to borrow again. So 10 becomes a 9, and then move the 1 across again. And now we've got 13 take away 9. 13 take away 9 is 4. The next column across, we've got 9 take away 0. 9 take away 0 leaves us with 9. And the final column, we've got 3 take away 1. 3 take away 1 is 2, which means that the answer to 403 take away 109 is 294. Now have a play around with that. Have fun using the cards, creating new numbers. If you want to give yourself an even bigger challenge, go to even 4 or 5 digit numbers and see how you get on. Remember, the highest number you're ever going to subtract from in this method is 18. You're never going to subtract higher than that. So have a play around, have fun with it, and enjoy doing column subtraction.